Having been in the offshore space for multiple years and also having left my home country almost a decade ago in order to pursue not only better lifestyle opportunities, but also tax optimization means that I have learned a lot on this journey. Now, one thing that I see quite often from clients that we work with every week is how they are looking to build a lifestyle abroad. Now, we have many videos on this channel of different jurisdictions and tax optimization strategies that we personally implement for our clients. But in today's video, I'm going to pivot and talk about how you can build a life and a lifestyle that doesn't depend on only one country. This is truly the backbone of what it is, not only that we do and that we assist clients with, but also what I personally live, what our team lives, and why we started this business years back to assist clients. You really want to ensure that you have a lifestyle that is not dependent on one country, whether that be your home country or where you were born or where you have been living for the last multiple years, but on any one jurisdiction in general. Now, you may also have heard of the five flag theory, which we do have a video on this channel of explaining in further detail what the five flag theory is, even though now it has certainly become more of an 8, 9, 10 flag theory, if not more. But it is essentially stating that you do not want all of your assets, your bank accounts, your residencies, your citizenships, your tax residencies, and even other smaller assets of your life, like your properties or your boat, in one jurisdiction so that no one or even two jurisdictions has and can lay claims to what you own in that country. So you really want to diversify is the core word that we use here at Worldwise Capital and really the crux of this principle. So first and foremost, when you are looking to build a life that does not depend on one country, and I will say that this is not a life for everyone, but if you are here on this channel, likely this is a life that you are either looking to build or a life that you understand the importance of this diversification outside of just one or two jurisdictions. So first and foremost, you really want to define your why for global independence. So this does take time. And we always say to clients, if they come to us initially without reflecting on the why behind it, what is your short term, but more importantly, your medium to long term plan in building out this strategy, whether it be for yourself or your family? So you really want to reflect on what your core motivation is. Is it freedom? Is it diversification? Is it growth? Is it lifestyle? Is it resilience? It can be a combination of these different things, but you really want to ensure that you know your why because your why for building out a diversified lifestyle may be different from someone else or other families. Perhaps tax optimization is the most important element to you, and lifestyle comes second. So, this is really important to ensure that you have a clear understanding of before moving forward with any one, two, or even three different strategies. And then, of course, once you have this why clear, then you come to us and we can help to set up your structure. But it really does help to ensure that you are clear on your why instead of somebody else telling you the why behind it. So, next up is, of course, the implementation. So, building a life that doesn't depend on one country, of course, does take implementation in various different jurisdictions. So you have residency, residency, bank account setups, crypto account setups. Maybe you're moving your investments. Maybe you're working your way toward a second citizenship or investing so that you can have another citizenship. The practical infrastructure and the next steps for actually making these diversification options a reality is next up after you have a clear understanding of your why and what it is that you're looking for. Of course, we assist clients from all over the globe, as well as myself living this lifestyle for almost the last decade, the last 9 years, where I have personally been on this journey myself, but also assisting clients from all over the world who are looking for relocation for typically lifestyle or tax purposes or a combination of both is what we typically see. So, next up, the third point here is that you want to create home bases. Now, it may be bases or it may just be a base, depending on if lifestyle or if diversification is really your core why and the core pillar of this strategy for you. But you really want to ensure that you have at least a home base somewhere maybe it's a tax optimized home base, or you have home bases that may be tax optimized through that strategy. But what we typically find with clients, especially clients who are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, who are not looking to digital nomad and to just travel the world, that they are looking for an anchor location and ideally for tax or for lifestyle, or maybe both work out in the same jurisdiction. But these are really the core reasons. So you want a place that offers legal stability, ease of access, healthcare, very important, and a good community, depending on the languages that you speak. And then you may also be open to splitting time between one jurisdiction and another jurisdiction, or even one continent and another continent, just depending on the lifestyle that you're looking to build out. However, remember that wherever you have a home base or home bases, you do likely need to build out a center of life there. So you'll have routines, you will have an address, you'll have your mailing address, you'll have memberships. And this may be important from a tax optimized perspective as well. So, next up after this, to build a diversified global lifestyle that does not depend only on one country, is really the mindset behind it. So, you want to embrace the uncertainty of this lifestyle, the uncertainty of leaving your home country where you may have known for many years or potentially your whole life, and building psychological resilience around. So this does come with a mindset shift, a mindset reframe, that uncertainty is an opportunity and not always a risk. And of course, there also is the adaptability piece of it as well. Likely you're going into a new culture, a new jurisdiction, it may be a new language, and you're going to have to practice navigating new environments, whether that be cultural, social, or in many times bureaucratic as well, which of course we assist with. So our clients don't see this side of things, but bureaucracy is often very different in different countries, especially if we're looking at Western countries, comparing it to other jurisdictions around the world. And then, of course, also leaning into learning languages, systems, local networks, communities, and whatnot. So you really have to have an open mind. And yes, we are talking practical. We are talking about obtaining additional residencies and bank accounts and citizenships. But through this process of not relying on one or even two jurisdictions, the mindset and really embracing being adaptable and embracing uncertainty is also a very important piece of this that I often don't see talked about enough. If you are truly looking to build out this lifestyle and to relocate yourself, your assets, change your lifestyle, then this is going to be a big piece of it. Now, of course, when clients come to us, there is a lot, both from the mental resilience side and also from the practical side on the ground of what you can expect and the steps that you may need to do in order to relocate. And we often see this takes anywhere from 3 months at minimum to 6 to 9 months, even up to a year is a lot more common with most of our clients, especially if you are dealing with multiple jurisdictions or if you're bringing your family or your spouse along with you and it's not just yourself who is going to be physically relocating. If you are interested in learning more about this lifestyle and some tax optimized and lifestyle optimized jurisdictions, discussing not only about this lifestyle, but also about the hard assets, hard information, and knowledge that you are going to need to learn in order to physically relocate yourself and to get the processes on the ground underway. If you are looking to relocate, whether that be to Europe, to Latin America, or if you're looking for options that may work best for you and your lifestyle, you can always book a consult with us. The link is linked below. We always work with our clients to build out a strategy that works best for them and their medium to long term goals. So the link for that is below. Thank you for joining me here. Hit like and subscribe. We are constantly coming out with new videos so that you can learn what this looks like in order to relocate and diversify yourself and your assets from one jurisdiction.